The sun hits your face. You open your eyes. There are no buzzing electronic alarms or stressful morning commutes waiting for you today. You feel completely rested. Why would you want to rush? Your family is awake. The morning air is crisp. Your only real responsibility is to wander through the ancient woods to pick wild berries and track deer. The forest provides everything. Is this a brutal struggle? Foragers lived this way. They knew every plant. For nearly 300,000 years of human history, this was the ordinary daily reality for our species. Life was beautifully simple. Who decided to change it? A transition happened slowly. It changed our world. Around 12,000 years ago, our ancestors made a silent agreement with a few wild grasses. That choice altered human destiny. Was it a massive mistake? We love modern progress. We praise our technology. We are taught in school that the invention of farming was a glorious leap forward for mankind. The history books are wrong. What if farming was actually a trap? Consider your current routine. You work long hours. The average modern employee spends over 40 hours every single week performing highly repetitive labor just to survive. Your ancestors worked much less. How did this happen? Anthropologists investigated this mystery. They found shocking data. In 1966, a researcher named Marshall Solins introduced a radical concept called the original affluent society to describe early groups. Foragers had plenty of leisure. Why did they give it up? Solins studied surviving hunter-gatherers. He measured their time. He discovered that these people only spent about 3 to 5 hours each day securing their food. They did not stress about futures. Do you have that much free time? The remaining hours were beautiful. People shared elaborate stories. They played creative games with their children and took long afternoon naps under the shade of massive trees. Their community bonds were unbreakable. Is our modern life better? Prehistoric life was not miserable. It was remarkably peaceful. Your body and mind evolved to thrive in a low-stress natural environment for thousands of generations. Then the ancient world changed forever. Why did we choose torment? The dirt holds the answers. We can read the bones. To see the exact moment the trap closed, we must look at an ancient archaeological site. This place is called Abu Hureyra. It sits in modern-day Syria. What do the skeletons tell us? This unique settlement spans the transition. It shows the shift. Humans at this site abandoned their foraging lifestyle and slowly began to cultivate domestic crops. The change happened over generations. Did their health improve? A famous researcher studied these remains. His name is Clark Spencer Larson. He is a prominent bioarchaeologist who reconstructs past lives by carefully examining ancient human skeletons. His discoveries were absolutely horrifying. What did he find? The oldest skeletons were healthy. Their bones were thick. The hunter-gatherers who lived at the site before farming showed almost no signs of disease. They were strong and robust. Then the farming layers appear. Why did things decay? The agricultural skeletons tell a story. It is a tale of agony. The female skeletons from the farming era show massive structural damage to the bones of the spine. Their vertebrae are compressed. Why were they so broken? Farming required relentless physical labor. It bent human bodies. These ancient women spent several hours every single day kneeling on the hard ground to grind grain. They used heavy stone slabs. Their toes were permanently deformed. Was this progress? The diet became narrow. Foragers ate hundreds of wild plants. They consumed a rich variety of nutritious fruits, nuts, and wild meats throughout the changing seasons. They had excellent nutritional security. What did the farmers eat? Farmers relied on single crops. They ate wheat or rice. If the rains failed or a plant disease struck the fields, an entire village starved. They lost their ecological freedom. They were bound to the dirt. Why accept this vulnerability? This brings us to a twist. It reframes our entire history. Humans did not actually domesticate wild wheat crops during the agricultural revolution. Wheat domesticated humans instead. Does that sound impossible? Think like a wild plant. Wheat was once insignificant. It was a simple grass confined to a tiny corner of the Middle East 10,000 years ago. Now it covers the globe. How did it win? Wheat manipulated your ancestors. It changed their behavior. Suddenly humans were spending every waking hour clearing away massive forests to clear space for wheat fields. They carried heavy water pots. They protected it from pests. The plant ran our lives. Who was the real master? The human body paid the price. Our health plummeted rapidly. Starchy grains introduced massive amounts of sugar into the human diet for the first time. Cavities rotted ancient teeth. Malnutrition stunted human growth. Why did we keep farming? The trap had a dark mechanism. It offered a trade. Farming created a massive surplus of cheap calories, which allowed human populations to explode in size. More babies survived the winter, but individual lives grew worse. Was it worth it? Crowded villages created a nightmare. Diseases flourished in the filth. Living close to domesticated livestock allowed deadly pathogens to mutate and jump directly into human populations. Smallpox and measles were born. Are we safer now? Let us reconstruct a scene. Imagine an afternoon long ago. You are standing in a muddy field under a blistering sun, pulling stubborn weeds by hand. Your lower back is throbbing. You cannot leave this field. Why are you stuck? You are stuck because you invested months of work. You built a house. If you walk away now, your family will die because you no longer know how to forage. You have forgotten the ancient wisdom. You are a prisoner. Do you feel free? This ancient trap never ended. It just upgraded its look. We think we are incredibly advanced because we have concrete skyscrapers and pocket computers. We are still early farmers. Look at your daily routine. What has changed? You sit in a chair. Your neck strains all day. You perform highly specialized and repetitive tasks for a system you do not fully control. Your body experiences chronic anxiety. You stress over digital bank numbers. Is this natural? Your ancestor feared a real lion. The danger was temporary. You fear a bad economic report or an angry email from your corporate supervisor every single hour. The stress never stops. Our minds are breaking. How do we escape? Tomorrow morning, your routine repeats. The cycle continues. You will likely wake up to a loud electronic alarm buzzing loudly on your nightstand. You will stretch your aching back. You will look out at the city. Why do we stay? You stay because the trap is total. We cannot return to the forest. We have traded our personal freedom for a massive global economic machine that started with a grain. We are still paying the tax. It was the ultimate trap.